Thank you, Lori. It's my pleasure to speak with you today. I'm now going to take a few minutes to try to clarify how a rapid DNA instrument can be used today and in the future, and how these instruments can be used today and will be used in the future in relation to CODIS. The goal of the FBI's Rapid DNA initiative is essentially to develop the capability for law enforcement to produce a CODIS-compatible DNA profile within 2 hours, so that DNA profiles from unsolved crimes can be searched in CODIS while an arrestee is in police custody during the booking process. The FBI has been working for several years to integrate this technology first into CODIS laboratory operations and then into police booking stations. In 2010, the FBI established a Rapid DNA Program Office. Then, in January 2013, the Rapid DNA manufacturers attended the Swig-Dam Rapid DNA Subcommittee meeting. Last August, a federal agency technology and data review was conducted, and most recently, last month, the first INDIS-approved chemistry was approved on the IntegenX RapidHIT instrument. To assist the law enforcement and forensic communities, the FBI recently clarified 2 definitions of rapid DNA analysis and modified rapid DNA analysis. Rapid DNA analysis, as described by the Bureau, is the fully automated hands-free process of developing a CODIS profile from a reference sample buccal swab. This swab-in, profile-out process is performed without human intervention. Modified rapid DNA analysis is described by the FBI as the automated hands-free process of developing a CODIS profile from a known reference sample. This process requires human interpretation and technical review of the data. Based on the human interpretation and technical review requirements, the IntegenX RapidHIT instrument meets the definition of a modified rapid DNA analysis instrument today. Therefore, given the following considerations, data from a known sample generated from a RapidHIT instrument or a modified rapid DNA analysis instrument as defined by the FBI, which is operated in an accredited lab, is today eligible for upload to CODIS given the following requirements are met. The accredited lab must have documentation of the developmental validation for the RapidHIT instrument in accordance with the FBI Director's QAS for DNA databasing laboratories. The accredited lab must have complete documentation of internal validation of the RapidHIT instrument in accordance with the QAS. Of course, each laboratory must satisfy its own internal requirements in this regard. Use of an INDIS-approved DNA STR typing test kit is required. Currently, the IntegenX RapidHIT instrument uses previously INDIS-approved GlobalFiler chemistry, and documentation is available from Life Technologies through IntegenX, which confirms that chemistries and concentrations are identical to the INDIS-approved GlobalFiler kit. In addition, manual interpretation and review of the data by a qualified DNA analyst is required. Data generated by the RapidHIT must be reviewed by a qualified DNA analyst to ensure compliance with the QAS. And compliance with the QAS for databasing samples must be satisfied, including the use of controls. To be clear, in order for an accredited laboratory to perform a rapid DNA analysis, not modified rapid DNA analysis, of known reference samples for upload to CODIS without expert review of the data, both the DNA STR typing test kit and the expert system must be approved by INDIS in accordance with the INDIS procedures and the QAS. Any accredited laboratory who would like to currently incorporate modified rapid DNA analysis into their workflow today can obtain both the IntegenX documentation of developmental validation and the documentation of unchanged INDIS-approved chemistry from IntegenX. As mentioned previously, IntegenX today uses GlobalFiler Express chemistry, which has been approved for CODIS upload. IntegenX receives the Indus-approved chemistry from Life Technologies and utilizes this chemistry unchanged in the RapidHIT cartridges. In that manner, the data from the RapidHIT, utilizing the previously approved Life Technologies GlobalFiler chemistry, can be reviewed by a qualified examiner in an accredited laboratory and then uploaded to CODIS. So, given all of that, how can an accredited laboratory utilize a RapidHIT instrument in their laboratory today? In many labs, CODIS hits are often confirmed by the laboratory with the original known sample. We realize that, at times, retesting of the known samples can be delayed due to the magnitude of DNA casework awaiting DNA analysis. Therefore, the RapidHIT instrument can be used for expeditious analysis of known DNA samples for CODIS hit confirmation purposes by an accredited lab. IntegenX realizes that the known samples may be quite old and may consist of a blood stain or a buccal swab on a variety of substrates. Therefore, IntegenX has established protocols for the RapidHIT instrument to be utilized in the testing of known saliva and blood samples on a variety of substrates, including cotton swabs, FTA paper, etc. Therefore, the RapidHIT instrument can be used today to expeditiously confirm CODIS hits within 2 hours of loading the sample into the RapidHIT instrument, so that law enforcement can be quickly notified of the hit and possibly prevent additional crimes. In addition, the RapidHIT can be used for expeditious processing of casework known or reference samples within an accredited laboratory to assist law enforcement in quickly identifying or excluding possible suspects. Again, once an accredited laboratory has satisfied the requirements for a modified rapid DNA instrument, the RapidHIT instrument can be used to develop DNA profiles from casework known or reference samples, and the DNA profiles may then be searched against CODIS after appropriate expert review. Finally, the RapidHIT may be used for investigational lead purposes to develop DNA profiles from crime scene samples. Currently, data from these samples cannot be uploaded to CODIS, but IntegenX has generated data from crime scene samples and currently has customers who have successfully processed crime scene samples for investigative lead purposes. I want to also mention that IntegenX was recently awarded the ISO 9001-2008 certification for the design, development, and manufacture and distribution of automated DNA identification systems. And the RapidHIT system is currently operational and can be used as a valid tool for expedited forensic DNA analysis today. To summarize, the RapidHIT GlobalFiler Express cartridge developmental validation has been completed, and there is no chemistry change in the GlobalFiler Express kit from Life Technologies to RapidHIT cartridges. This will now allow reference sample data generated from a RapidHIT using GlobalFiler Express cartridges to be uploaded to CODIS after expert review. I hope this information assists you in clarifying the possible current applications of a RapidHIT instrument. And I thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Now, I'll hand it back to Tom Driscoll at IntegenX.
Great, thanks, Joe. And thanks, Lori, and thank you to Lisa. So we have some extra time for some Q&A. And the first question that we received came in after a few minutes of the presentation. Apparently some of the audio cut out shortly. So the question is, will this information be published? So yes, the answer is yes. We are currently writing a manuscript for submission to a journal for publication. But in addition to that, anyone who requests prior to publication can contact IntegenX and we can provide a summary of the results. In addition to that, this webinar is being recorded and you will receive all attendees will receive an email with a link with instructions on how to view the recording from our website. So we will check the audio and make sure that we clean up any cutouts that may have occurred, and you'll be provided a link shortly, as soon as we have a chance to take a look at the webinar. Our next question is, after you have your profiles, what do you do next? How do you get from a RapidHIT to the database searching? So the instrument provides administrative settings that allow for files to be automatically saved and secured, or saved to a secured network location. So at that point, the data can be opened by gene marker for review and reviewed by an analyst. And if anything is changed, those files can be saved out of the gene marker software, and the resulting data can then be uploaded to CODIS. Our third question is, you have validated for buccal swabs, how about crime scene samples? So our developmental validation data included reference samples only, since GlobalFiler Express is NDIS approved for reference samples only. So as Joe mentioned just briefly a few minutes ago, that means that data from forensic unknown samples processed on a RapidHIT cannot be uploaded to CODIS. However, we have generated quite a bit of data with crime scene samples, and again, as Joe just pointed out, we do currently have customers who have successfully used the RapidHIT for lead investigation with forensic unknowns. They're just not uploading their data to CODIS. Okay. So our next question, I will hand off to Lori. I'll read the question real briefly. The question is, can I rerun the swab after processing on the RapidHIT?
Oh, yes. I mentioned at the end of the talk that the swabs can be collected after a RapidHIT run and either rerun on another cartridge or processed using the standard bench process chemistries, which we have done, and I didn't show the data in this presentation today. We had another question about what was our estimation of the DNA concentration per cell, and we used the standard 6 picograms per cell to calculate DNA amount. Next question was asked, what volume of the standard reference material did you load to the swab before analysis on the RapidHIT? We applied or added the DNA from the NIST panel directly into the STR reagent vials, so they were not loaded onto the cell. So NIST says that it's about 1 to 2 nanograms per microliter. So we used 1 microliter in a final volume of 20 microliters.
Thanks, Lori. Okay, I think our next question, will be for Joe, so I will read it off and then I'll hand off to Joe real briefly. So the question reads, I understand that uploads are approved to NDIS and NDNAD. Is this also for crime scene samples processed with RapidHIT? Okay, so that one's been answered. Next question for Joe is, when you say the reference samples can be uploaded to CODIS, you're talking about databasing labs, correct? The average non-databasing CODIS lab cannot upload references to CODIS. So with that, I will briefly hand off to Joe.
Okay, so that may vary state by state, but what I'm trying to say is that the RapidHIT instrument can be used in a laboratory today with the GlobalFiler Express chemistry. Once all those requirements have been satisfied that have been put out by the Bureau for a modified rapid DNA instrument, and after the data has undergone expert review, that reference sample data can be uploaded to CODIS.
Okay, thanks, Joe. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our attendees. Hopefully we've had an opportunity to show everyone how our GlobalFiler Express kits can be used and processed for upload into CODIS. As a quick reminder, we will send out a brief email as a survey for this webinar. In addition, you'll receive another email with instructions to view the recorded webinar in the very near future. With that, I'd like to thank everyone again for attending our webinar, and have a great day.